In this video, I'm going to show you where you can find image tools that you don't have to pay to use. You're going to learn where to find eCover creators, GIF makers, image converters, image editors, Mockup Creators, and a few other useful tools you'll be happy to know about. Let's start with some free image editing tools. Image editors allow you to manipulate and enhance your photographs in ways that make them more appealing. You can remove and disguise flaws in your images, add effects, change colors, and a lot more. Photoshop is probably the most well-known image editor, but it's a premium tool you have to pay a fair bit of money for. Thankfully, there are plenty of free alternatives, not all of them as full-featured as Photoshop, but if you want the basics of what Photoshop offers, plus a few extras, these free tools I'm going to tell you about are definitely worth knowing about. Photor.com describes itself as a revolutionary photo editor and design maker. It's definitely a powerful, full-featured, and high-performance online photo editor that means you don't need to pay for Photoshop. Photor includes the ability to edit, add effects, and retouch portraits. The tool also incorporates a collage creator and a design app under the one umbrella. This is one website you'll be returning to again and again, so make sure you add it to your bookmarks. The next tool is GIMP, which is a free open-source image manipulation program that you download to your desktop, either Windows or Mac. It's an excellent free alternative to Photoshop because it has many of the same features. There are lots of official tutorials on the website itself, and you'll also find lots more on YouTube if you search GIMP tutorials, so you'll never be stuck wondering how to do something or how to get the most out of this fantastic free tool. Photopea is another completely free photo editor with excellent support for PSD, so it's also a viable alternative to paying for Photoshop. It also supports XFC files from the free GIMP tool mentioned earlier, as well as the sketch format. You can create a new image from scratch, or you can open existing files from your computer. You can save your work as PSD, JPEG, or PNG. The next tool I want to show you is Pixlr, which is a fairly advanced image editor, so there's a learning curve similar to Photoshop. Unlike Photoshop though, Pixlr is completely free and it's cloud-based, so there's nothing to download. If you've ever used Photoshop, the UI will be quite familiar, and there's support for PSD, XCF, and sketch formats. There's also a Pixlr mobile app, and the pro version of the software isn't expensive. If you just want a quick way to fix up photos, add overlays, filters, and stickers, you can launch the online Pixlr Express instead of the main tool. When you visit the befunky.com website, you'll find an online photo editing tool, a photo collage maker, and a design app under the one roof. It's hard to believe such a fantastic design and editing suite is free, but it really is. There are plenty of tutorials to inspire and fuel your creativity and to help you get the most out of all the tools on the website. It's definitely worth remembering this one. The next tool is Paint.net. It's been around for a long time, so it's a well-established tool that's again very similar to Photoshop, but is completely free. The downside is that it runs on Windows only, so Mac users would need an emulator. Just like Photoshop, Paint.net supports layers, has unlimited undos, it can handle special effects, and it puts a variety of other powerful features at your fingertips. There are lots of tutorials and even plugins to extend the functionality of the tool. If you've ever seen those cartoon-style images of famous people and wished you could do that, now you can. With Kuso Cartoon, you can turn any photograph into a cartoon-style image or create a cartoon avatar of yourself as a vector image, which means you can even print your new cartoon on t-shirts, mugs, or anything else you want. The website also has a photo collage maker and a raster to vector conversion tool, and everything is completely free to use without limitation. Photo Scissors Online is the free version of the desktop software that you have to pay for. You can drop your JPEG or PNG onto the canvas and the tool goes to work for you, segmenting the foreground of your image and enabling smart ways of removing backgrounds from still images. You can also download a free trial of the desktop software if you want to take the more advanced features for a test drive. This next tool, Background Burner, is perfect for anyone that's involved with e-commerce and needs product images without backgrounds. Simply upload your image and the background is removed automatically for you. You'll get a choice of which thumbnail is best, and you can then edit that to give a more precise finish, and then you can download it with either a white or transparent background. Just note that this tool works best on objects rather than people. The last of the free image editors I want to show you is InPaint Online, which is the free version of the paid desktop tool. InPaint Online lets you magically remove elements from photos, repair old photos, and delete unwanted people. There are tutorials to get you going and show you the endless possibilities available with this free online tool. Let's move on to eCover creators. Good designs make a big difference when you sell anything online, whether that's an info product, an ebook, a short story, or a novel. Of course, you can outsource your graphics, but that can work out quite expensive, not to mention the back and forth before you get what you want. Having access to an online eCover creator is the best way to create product graphics without any hassle, and these tools are the best way to create them completely free. This first website, adazing.com, is primarily a resource for budding and established authors, which includes a free 3D cover creator. There's a limited number of templates to choose from, but they include books, tablets, and the iPhone. You simply choose your template, then enter your email to receive a password to access your chosen template and create your 3D image for download. This online eCover creator app has a lot more templates included and has an easy-to-use drag-and-drop interface that makes designing your eCovers a breeze. You can upload your own images, or you can use the hundreds of images in the built-in library. Registration is free, and you can create as many eCovers as you need. Now let's talk about GIF images. GIFs are animated images that were used widely a couple of decades ago, but were typically low-quality, flashy clip art images that did very little to enhance the reputation of any website that used them. Nowadays, GIFs are making a comeback and are being used to express emotions and reactions, tell stories, and even break news. Here's some completely free ways to create your own. GIFmaker.me is an online tool for easily creating animated GIFs, slideshows, and video animations from images you upload. You can control the canvas size, the animation speed, and the number of times the GIF will repeat, and you don't even need to register. With GIFmaker.me, you can create animated icons and avatars of yourself on internet forums and discussion boards, share multiple screenshots in one URL, play a GIF online with sound, or share your life moments with your friends on Facebook. This next tool, Instagiffer, has been helping thousands of people create animated GIFs from YouTube, HD video files, Vine, Netflix, and more since 2013. Unlike most GIF tools, you can open video streams and files directly, which means you get the highest possible frame rate and resolution, and you can add filters, text, or logos to your GIFs. Instagiffer is easy to use, doesn't add watermarks, and is free to download for both Windows and Mac. Giphy.com is both a GIF creator and a stock site for ready-made GIFs, so you can either make your own or use an existing GIF as long as you pay the proper attribution. If you're making your own GIFs, simply click on the Create button and follow the instructions. You can then download your finished GIF, or you can get an embed code if you want Giphy.com to host it for you. Next, I'll cover Mockup Creators. Mockups are an excellent way of showcasing products, designs, websites, and other things in a realistic setting. It's much easier for people to visualize an end product when you put the design into context rather than simply presenting a flat PDF or JPEG, for example. You can mock up websites into iPhones, fashion designs can be displayed on t-shirts, logos can be mocked up onto bottles and other product packaging. And while it might normally be expensive to achieve, it's definitely not when you know about the free tools I'm going to show you now. Dunk.com lets you showcase your designs, websites, or whatever else you need on iPhones, Android devices, MacBooks, iPads, iMacs, and even the Apple Watch, all for free. Smart Mockups is a similar website, but it claims to be the #1 tool for creating marketing images online. They certainly have a good variety of mockups to use, from digital mockups such as desktop computers, laptops, tablets, smartphones, and watches, apparel mockups like t-shirts and caps, as well as mugs and a few others worth checking out. With Smart Mockups, you can create your own stunning product mockups with just a few clicks, absolutely free. This next mockup website is called Frame. There are 8 categories of mockups with 35 scenes in total, which include desktop computers, mobiles, and tablets for both Apple and Android. Next up is the Magic Mockup website. This one has a more limited selection of laptops, phones, tablets, and iMacs, as well as a couple of picture frames. You'll see how easy it is to create your mockups as soon as you land on the site, but there are full instructions on the homepage if you need them. You just create your mockup, then right-click to save the image to your computer. Next, we have MockDrop. Its categories include smartphones, laptops, desktops, watches, tablets, and TVs. It's very easy to use. Simply click on a device, add your image, and download it to your computer. The last mockup website I want to tell you about is Mockups Jar, which has a large variety of scenes to choose from, including browser mockups, packaging, apparel, frames, books, etc. There's also a paid option if you want additional mockups, faster rendering, transparent backgrounds, and some other features. The pro options are clearly marked, but there are plenty of free choices, so you don't have to spend any money to create your mockups if you don't want to. Now let's look at some free resizing tools. Images are an important part of any website or video product, but when you take a photograph or download an image online, it's not always going to be the exact size you need it to be. And if you have very large images on your websites, they're going to take longer to load and give the user a very frustrating experience, not to mention the risk of being penalized by the search engines for having a slow website. Thankfully, it's easy to resize or compress your images with these completely free tools. The first tool is Compressor, which is a powerful online tool for reducing the size of your images and photos drastically while still maintaining a high quality. There's support for JPEG, PNG, GIF, and SVG formats, and you can choose either lossless or lossy compression. You'll be able to save hundreds of kilobytes in storage space with almost no difference in the quality before Compressor goes to work and after it's done its thing. ResizeImage.net claims to be the best free online image resizer and compressor on the web, making cropping, resizing, and optimizing your images fast and easy. You can crop and resize any image to the exact pixels or proportion you want, as well as significantly reduce the file size with no visible loss of quality. The next tool is TinyPNG, a free online tool that uses smart lossy compression techniques to reduce the file size of your PNG files by selectively decreasing the number of colors in the image so fewer bytes are needed to store the data. The effect is nearly invisible, but it makes a very large difference in file size and saves you bandwidth and load time for your website visitors. TinyPNG also supports the latest animated PNG files, which is another reason to bookmark this site. BulkResizePhotos.com is a fantastic online tool which is not only free to use as much as you want, but is much quicker than waiting for Photoshop to open and then running the image processing script. You can drag and drop a whole bunch of images, choose the size you want them to be, and have a zip file of resized images to download in seconds. Just be aware that any transparency that was there originally won't be there after the image has been resized because output is in JPEG format. Resize Your Image is an excellent tool for resizing image and photographs to a more suitable size for your website, to send images via email, or to resize large images for printing. You can upload JPEGs, GIFs, PNGs, TIFF images, and PDFs, and you can also crop your image to include the parts you want, as well as flip it vertically and horizontally. This last tool doesn't actually resize your images for you, but what it does is to tell you what width or height your image needs to be so it's scaled proportionally. You just enter the original size of your image or video in the first two fields, enter the width or height you need it to be, then click Resize to see what the other value should be. Next, I'll show you where you can find free image converters. There are so many image formats available, but the format your images come in doesn't have to be the only one you get to use. Having different formats of the same image on hand gives you more ways to use them, so this next set of free tools is definitely worth knowing about. The first one is the 360 Image Converter. You can take any existing image and convert it to pretty much any format you want for free. Simply upload an image from your computer, a URL, or from cloud storage, and wait online to download it once it's finished, or have an email notification sent to you when the image is ready to download. The other image converter I'd like to share is the one that converts scalable vector graphics, SVGs, to portable network graphics, PNGs, which is especially useful if you need both SVGs and PNGs for use in whiteboard tools like Easy Sketch Pro and ExplainDO. You can upload up to 20 SVGs at once and then download individually by clicking on thumbnails or as a group in a zip folder. So next time you need to create or manipulate an image in some way, whether it's creating an eCover or a mockup, editing a photograph, resizing an image, or converting to a different file format, you'll know exactly where to find the tools to get the job done without needing to open your wallet.